Yo, Smelly Randy here. Today is Wednesday, I think, March 25th, maybe. And we are in our second week of quarantine. I've been keeping busy for the past week and a half, but I'm starting to get a little restless. So, yeah, crazy time, huh? So I figured I'd challenge myself to try and put a new video out every day. So yeah, consider this episode 1 of the quarantine sessions. Let's go. All right. So, yeah, I don't know how you guys are holding up, but we're doing pretty well over here in Denver, Colorado. I think our first case of COVID-19 started from a out-of-town skier who skied a couple different resorts in a couple days up in the Rockies, and then it's just obviously just spread from there. So yeah, they just shut Denver down yesterday, and I actually just got a text from Carrie that they shut down our county and I think 4 other counties today. So effectively today, pretty much all of Denver and the surrounding cities and counties are on lockdown. So that's good. I'm not here to make any kind of statements about what you should and shouldn't be doing. I think it's important to just that we all stay smart and stay home. I don't think we're going to see this peak, and I don't see us flattening the curve until the entire country is on lockdown. It just seems very clear that it's just going to continue to spread if we continue going out. And that's just going to inundate all the hospitals. And I think that's the real issue here is I think eventually we're probably all going to get it, but it's just a matter of kind of spreading out when we all get it so as not to completely overwhelm all of our hospitals in this country. So, yeah, stay smart, stay home, stay active, stay busy, keep your mind sharp, find some projects to do. I have no shortage of videos still to work on, so I have plenty to do at home. And I haven't even though we've been working from home for a week and a half now, I still haven't even started editing videos. I've got some other projects I've been working on for the past week. So, yeah, video editing for me will start soon. I think the next video I'm working on is our trip to Italy, which was last July. So that's how far behind I am. So yeah, I got plenty to do. So yeah, I figured during my my lunch, my hour lunch every day, I would eat for the first 30 minutes and then spend the rest of the time with you, uncut, just talking about whatever. So today I figured I would just talk about how this entire worldwide shutdown basically is affecting my plans for 2020. I didn't have much planned to begin with. I know I talked in previous videos that we were trying to do our first thru-hike this fall. And speaking of which, I think it was just yesterday the Mount Whitney results got published for their permit lottery. And that is the permit that you need if you want to hike the JMT starting in the south at Mount Whitney, northbound or Nobo to Yosemite. And one of the 3 guys in our group got the permit. So we are officially set with the only permit we need to do our first thru hike of the John Muir Trail, otherwise known as the JMT. So yeah, I am super psyched for that. I mean, it's still, so our permit has us hiking in on August 29th on a Saturday, which was great. And luckily that's far enough away where I'm I'm pretty optimistic that we'll have some sort of normalcy by then. Maybe traveling by plane will be safe or safer, and will be allowed by then. Yeah, I don't know. It's a long ways away, and a lot can change, and this shutdown can continue on for a lot longer. So, yeah, right now, fingers crossed. Would love, even if I only took like one or two trips this year, if one of them was the JMT, I will be thrilled. Yeah, that's really all I was planning on doing for the most part this year, as far as travel goes. So yeah, permits for that are set. We've gonna start planning. I'm already gonna buy my flight there, and then we kind of have to talk as a group as far as when we think we're gonna exit the trail and fly back. So yeah, we're gonna figure that out. So that's all great. That's good. I think we're still trying to get a southbound permit. I think only because while my first preference is to hike Nobo and finish in Yosemite, because why wouldn't you want to finish in like the most amazing national park? I think logistically, it's a lot easier to figure things out if we actually start in Yosemite and end in Whitney. At least for us, it is. I know for most people, it's probably logistically easier to do it the other way. I don't know. Either way, we're gonna still try and get the other permit, and then at least we'll have options. But right now, we've got what we need to complete our first through hike, so that's great. The only other trips I had planned, really, I did plan on going to Moab in a couple days. Not in a couple days, for a couple days, just a quick weekend trip, and I think that was at the second week of April. So right now it's looking like, yeah, that's just in a couple weeks. That's almost certainly not going to happen. Yeah, I think we're going to be on lockdown at least till April 10th, and we were planning on going April 13th. So I've pretty much written that one out. I just don't think that's going to happen. After that, had a bachelor party in Asheville, North Carolina, set for April 30th, where I planned on showing up a day early and going to Great Smoky National Park for the first time and just getting some hikes in there. So yeah, that's a trip that I don't know if that's going to happen. We'll see. After that, the only other trip really was Memorial Day weekend. We had flights already into LA. We're gonna spend one night in Joshua Tree, and then spend the rest of the weekend seeing stand-up comedy and baseball. Supposed to see the Indians play at both Dodgers and at Angels. So that'll be a bummer if that doesn't happen. Not the end of the world. The flights are booked on Southwest, so we can cancel. So that's not a big deal. It'll just be a bummer. Yeah, all the sports are shut down, obviously, and who knows what they're gonna do if they're gonna finish the basketball and hockey seasons. Who knows what they're gonna do with baseball? If they're gonna just axe the early games and just pick up the schedule right where they left off. Not where they left off, but like wherever they are in the season. So, like, even if they start playing by Memorial Day, is the schedule going to be the same as it was originally planned on? Like, are those LA games going to happen that weekend, or are they going to... I don't know. So, yeah, we have no idea. A lot of unknowns as far as the shutdown, a lot of unknowns as far as the virus itself. Just kind of a scary time, and hopefully we're just all being safe and being smart and doing what we can to help each other. And yeah, it's just crazy. Aside from those two trips, or three trips, I guess, I don't have anything else planned aside from like a wedding in June. But yeah, so I do have those two trips to two national parks that right now, two new national parks to me, that are canceled. So that's a bummer, but it is what it is. Those parks aren't going anywhere. I'll have a lot more PTO after this through hike. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. What else? What else? I think all the national parks are closed for the most part. If they're not closed, they're just not being manned by park rangers. I would encourage everyone to not leave the house and not go visit those national parks. I've seen a lot of Instagram photos, Facebook posts, whatever, a lot of stuff on social media showing jam-packed parking lots at trailheads, whether it's in a national park or a national forest or just a recreation area. I know everyone's getting stir crazy, but again, you're just putting yourself out there, even with social distancing, stuff travels in the air and stays in the air. It's just not a terribly smart thing to do. So, with that being said, I've definitely thought about going out camping by myself, and just sleeping in the truck or setting up a tent far away from anyone else, and just kind of scouting some car camping sites. I was planning on doing that until we just found out that our entire county is on now stay-at-home orders. So yeah, I guess I'll be here for a while. So I don't really know that I have much else to share right now. I will tell you that the other videos I plan on putting out the rest of the week and next week, I think maybe tomorrow I'll highlight some gear, be more of a gear video. I'll show you, I think we'll start with pieces of gear, backpacking and hiking gear that I am going to continue to use this year. Basically my most reliable and just my favorite pieces of gear that I have. And then maybe on Friday, I think what I'll do is show you new gear for 2020 that I plan on using. So yeah, I think we'll do 2 gear videos this week, the rest of the week, Thursday, Friday. And then next week, I don't know, I got all weekend to figure that out. Maybe I'll do a video on a national park, like next week. Maybe I'll do 5 national park videos and I'll just highlight like the layout of the park, popular hikes and where they are in relation to the map of the park. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But until then, that's all I got. Stay safe, stay at home, and be smart. And we'll see you next time. Peace. Oh, one more thing. I did want to share basically what we've been watching, if you're looking for new things to watch. So last night we watched The Gentleman, which is a Guy Ritchie movie, Matthew McConaughey, Hugh Grant. That was excellent. 5 stars for that. Also, what just dropped, I think yesterday, was Tom Segura's new stand-up special on Netflix. That is called Ball Hog. And then Bert Kreischer's dropped, I think, last week. That's called Hey Big Boy. So we watched that. And also what dropped today, if you're into hip-hop music, Run the Jewels just released 2 tracks from Run the Jewels 4. So go check those out. So yeah, that's all I got. See you guys. Oh, I missed.